Hamas weighs new ceasefire proposals amid Gaza strife. The latest news from the ongoing conflict in Gaza reveals that Hamas is currently evaluating fresh ceasefire proposals. This development comes as Israeli Foreign Minister Gideon Saar confirms wide support for the ceasefire deal within both the Israeli cabinet and the general public. Hamas, a key Palestinian group involved in the conflict, has stated that it is considering the new ceasefire proposals and is engaging in talks aimed at addressing differences that could lead to reopening negotiations for a ceasefire. The group's primary goal is to secure an agreement that would put an end to the fighting and lead to the withdrawal of Israeli troops from the Gaza Strip. This announcement follows a statement by US President Donald Trump, who disclosed that Israel had tentatively agreed to a 60-day ceasefire initiative in Gaza. Trump has urged Hamas to accept the proposal before the situation deteriorates further. The US has been pressing both sides to come to an agreement, which includes securing the release of Israeli captives held by Hamas. However, the Israeli government maintains its stance that the war will continue until Hamas is defeated. President Trump is scheduled to confer with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu next week to discuss further steps. On the flip side, Hamas's insistence that the conflict must end raises doubts about whether this latest ceasefire proposal could indeed bring a real halt to the hostilities. Following Hamas's statement, Netanyahu asserted there would be no role for Hamas in Gaza following the end of the conflict. Israeli officials have also signaled that they may intensify their military actions in Gaza unless successful progress is made in the ceasefire talks, according to US news outlet Axios. A senior Israeli official highlighted the possibility of an escalated operation in Gaza City and surrounding areas, stating that if a compromise on the hostage situation isn't reached, more robust actions might be unavoidable. It's a difficult situation where the balancing act between negotiations and military action is crucial. But here's where it gets controversial. While many support Saar's viewpoint on the necessity to release captives, not everyone in the Israeli government is on board with the proposed plan. National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir and Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich have not publicly supported the ceasefire initiative. From Gaza City, Al Jazeera's Hani Mahmoud reports that many Palestinians remain skeptical of Trump's intentions. Past ceasefire deals have often fallen through, leaving communities wary and distrustful of promises they feel are not kept. He emphasizes that the dire conditions on the ground contradict the narratives of peace and ceasefire. Amid these discussions, it's also heartbreaking to report that on Wednesday, Israeli forces in Gaza caused at least 78 fatalities, including many women and children. This tragic loss includes Dr. Marwan al-Sultan, a hospital director who was killed during an airstrike. His passing underscores the dire humanitarian toll the conflict has taken. The scale of destruction in Gaza is immense, with large parts of the urban areas completely destroyed. The health ministry there reports that over 56,000 individuals have lost their lives and hundreds of thousands have been left injured. The challenges faced by the 2.3 million residents of Gaza during this conflict highlight a dire humanitarian crisis affecting civilians. As we continue to follow these developments, what's your stance on the effectiveness of international intervention in conflict zones? Should there be more pressure on both sides to seek peaceful resolutions? Share your thoughts and let's engage in a constructive dialogue about how lasting peace can be achieved.